Without warning, a dark cloud fills the sky, and then a huge shadow blankets the entire world with roaring that shakes the entire planet. Suddenly, a mysterious floating castle appears out of nowhere. In the blink of an eye, the Power Stone heroes are caught and transported to the floating castle. What will happen to our heroes? Welcome to the Power Stone world. An aquatic adventure. Don't forget to take advantage of those subs.
勝負にならないな。
行くよ。
Let the battle begin. Go! Welcome to the Power Stone world.
Okay, hello everyone and welcome to another randomised gaming fight night. Hopefully the volume and everything's all good for you. Just hearing that the game just starting. So welcome to another randomised gaming fight night, and always I am Random Gamer Riven, and alongside me is my fighting cohort, Random Gamer Dragoon. And in tonight's stream we'll be battling out as always, or in this one we'll be doing a bit more cooperative stuff. I feel we won't just be fighting it out, we will be doing some cooperative stuff. So if you do like this stream, please do consider hitting that like button, and again, if you like our content, please do consider subscribing to the channel. If you want, you can chat away. I have set it so you need to be a subscriber for at least 1 minute on the channel. That's purely to stop spam. And if you don't like our content, you can always unsubscribe at the end of the video. But it's just to get people chatting away and to get people in who actually want to watch the stream rather than people who... So we do occasionally get spammy messages. So just people who just want to spam stuff won't be able to spam stuff in comments if they have to hit that stream button. So thank you for jumping in, everyone. We'll be looking at Power Stone 2. So, Power Stone 2 is, of course, the sequel to Power Stone. It was developed by Capcom. It was published by Capcom. It was released in 2000. It was released in Japan first and then got released in Europe and North America slightly later. It is quite a bit different to the original Power Stone game in that it allows not only 1v1, but the main arcade games actually 1v3 in like a 4-man team battle mode, and had some absolutely dynamic arenas. It is, to me, a much better game than the original Power Stone, and the game will keep defaulting. Now I have actually loaded up our previous save file, so do you want to do some verse matches, Dragoon, or do you want to do a single player in the arcade mode? I don't mind, we could do some verse and then move to the single player. Or should we start with the single player first and then do the... Play verse and team battle mode. So yeah, we can do the do you want to do the arcade mode? Do the arcade first. Play verse and team battle. Oh, or we can do team battle mode, which I think... let's do the arcade mode first. So this is the original arcade mode. I have actually grabbed the team's previous save file. So we do have the two secret characters, that is Pride and Mel. Now we have a video of Pride coming in the not too distant future. I'm going to play as Mel. Prepare for Cooperate and Conquer. So yes, you can basically get a 2-player verse mode. You can do a 2-on-2 verse mode, or you can do which stage do we want? Yeah, the airship's a good stage.
A solid beginning may lead to a perfect ending. Go for it.
Baldo in Scott is supposed to be Jack the Ripper, isn't it? Yeah, his character is based on Jack the Ripper. Although he does look a bit Baldo.
Watch your step.
He looks, yeah, he's more Mummy actually inspired, but.
Let
the battle begin.
And I am playing as Mel the shopkeeper, I don't believe. I think, from what I understand, I think Pride, Falcon's father, is actually in the original arcade version, but Mel isn't. Although I believe both the arcade and Dreamcast versions were done around the same time. So the aim of the game, as you're going to hear me clicking away on the Dreamcast joypad, is to defeat. You need to defeat 2 of your teammates. Now, technically, there are actually 2 sequels to Power. Even though Power Stone 2 wasn't directly sequeled, Spawn in the Demon Pan basically is based on the same engine, as is Heavy Metal Geomatrix. So effectively, the Power Stone series has 4 games. Unfortunately, I have a suspicion Power Stone 2 didn't do that well in the arcades, because I saw they actually released it around the same time as the home conversion, which in fact it seemed to be they were released parallel, which for arcade owners was a big mistake. Arcade owners do not... Oh, Dragoon. The weapons have auto target, so I probably should turn off auto.
The sky is falling.
Yeah, you've got to get the umbrellas. First person to get the umbrellas, although Mel has an umbrella, but I think it's the first player to get. And get the food to our health. Now, does Mel automatically? No, she needs the umbrella. You need to get an umbrella.
Oh no!
Yeah, the second Power Stone is a much more interesting game than the first one, I have to admit. We do also have a long play. No, I'm not going to help the opposition. L trigger and RT for all the special attacks. He's nearly gone. Oh, you hit me, Dragoon.
You are the champion. Keep it up.
Because you defeated me. You killed me off, remember? You.
An aquatic adventure. Don't forget to take advantage of those.
Just going to turn the brightness down for you guys, because I think it's a little bit bright. You defeated me, so I have to continue. Here comes a new challenger.
Fight for your freedom. Escape from the castle.
The aim is to defeat the opposition. You can cooperate, but you can still damage each other. I think if you hit the other mode, that means that... It's a 3v1 basically scenario, whereas in team battle mode, the 2 survivors survive. So basically 2 characters survive. Mel isn't self-based on the other girl. She's sort of a palette swap of the other girl. This game is very, very crazy. A lot of things happen in it, so... The aim is to beat your opponent before. Oh, I've got the fighter. Yeah, there's some crazy. This is a game. This is absolutely crazy Power Stone 2. So. Probably quite a few items are actually references to other games. I don't normally think about, but yeah. Yeah, I do like those get little bomber ships. I mean, this is just such a crazy game, Power Stone 2. I'm taking personal umbrage with Axel, seeing as he was spared in the previous run. But if you don't want us commentating over this videos, we do have a... We will be having... I'm just going to turn the volume down a touch there. We will be having a... We will be having a future... I will be having a long play or playthrough video coming out tomorrow if you want to see that one. We are going to be testing out a vertical monitor later, so that might be interesting. That might be a good way to record shooters when we're using for long, basically Tate, was it Yoko or Tate mode? And there we go, right for the boss, go for, this is the thing, you have to stay underneath it and go for the two legs on the same side to make it topple.
Hey, don't go soft now. Your journey has only just begun.
I think this was the first game we actually played on the Dreamcast, wasn't it?
What a massive enemy, but it's not unstoppable. Aim for its head.
That's quite a fitting one to actually do on a Fight Night. It's probably, I think still to date, one of the best games on the Dreamcast. It really is good, Power Stone 2. Get away from it, it's going to spin. It's going to spin. Go for the legs on the same side, so can't actually attack you underneath. Gonna fall over now, so it's a good thing I'm sort of at its head, yeah. Bit of blind attacking there, but I've got a rough idea where its head is, so. So watch that bite attack, it does like to eat and munch you. Probably should do actually. This boss isn't that hard when you know what you're doing, so it's... Yeah, if you take two legs off from the same thing, it won't. But what you mustn't do is take one off either side, so then it won't tip. So if you take the two diagonal ones, it will take three to fall then. Oh, that laser hurts. And there she goes. Once you know how to beat that boss is quite easy. That one's very, very easy.
Your skills are unmatched. The end is almost at hand. Never give up.
Yeah, I didn't initially, and then I sort of started playing it so the other day, and it was like, oh yeah, this one, I think this is the space one. Because all the stages transform. I just remember it being such a good arcade game. And there's a lot to unlock. Admittedly, it's all based around sort of cooking. I still have never actually unlocked everything, so this is another one of those games that's like, yeah, I should get everything at some point. Yeah, it was one of those games where you ended up having to resort to a guide to try and figure out what you needed to get. Yeah, so literally she attacks them with money bags. Clearly she's a shopkeeper who's very, very wealthy. You want to yeah, you want to get on the umbrella? Thank you for using that attack on me, Dragoon. Oh, yeah. That's Rumu down.
Oh
I can literally bring the enemies back into the fray if I want. I think that got him. Yeah, there he goes. The money bags, he's been taken out by the money. Proof that tons of cash can be quite dangerous. Yep. Very dangerous, in fact. Appreciate everyone who's watching at the minute.
You've made it to the final.
We'll be going for a bit of single player and then we'll do some verse modes as well. So we can showcase a bit. I think you can do we can do team battle in the verse mode. So I think you and me can do. So this is the hardest stage. It's been a while since I've done this. This is it's like Dr. Esbo or something.
Let the battle begin. Go. Oh no. Oh no!
Never forget the hilarious Bits UK TV. Oh, that's the stone potion, isn't it? Yeah. I think if I drink that, I can't be damaged. There is yeah. I cannot be damaged right now. There is some really great. Once you know what you're doing, there's some really good equipment in this. These guys attack sporadically. The annoying thing about this stage is you fight the boss at the end of it, so you have to basically... Ideally save 2 stones at the end if you can, so that we can go uber against the boss pretty quickly. That's how you beat him. You basically have to keep going. Only worth one of you collecting the stones against the boss. One of you just avoids his attacks while the other gets the stones. He just does constant do the rising attack on his head because the boss is a bit annoying. You can only attack his head until you trigger him to reveal his heart vulnerability, but it's not always easy to reveal his heart vulnerability. For me, I think Power Stone 2 is one of the games of the Dreamcast. I mean, it sums up the hardware beautifully. It is just an absolutely great looking game. It's very crazy as well. Although it's worth mentioning this got a PSP release, and the PSP release does include the 2 boss characters. So technically, and I should actually dig out the PSP release is content-wise superior to this one. Yeah, the boss characters from the first game are actually playable in the PSP release of Power Stone 2, which they aren't in this one. So Kraken and Valgus are actually playable in Power Stone 2 in the PSP release, which is a little bit annoying, seeing as it was a Dreamcast only game. But really good fun. I think we finished it on Christmas Day, didn't we, quite quickly? But it's like, yeah, this is really good. This is Capcom at their very best. Oh, right. Go. So I've got... No, I need to do this attack, don't I? Well, annoyingly, I think that's just going to cost me my health. Actually, he's somewhat reminiscent of don't worry. It's very similar to Sigma. Yeah, Capcom have a lot of that with the early bosses, where they have the infamous two arms tactic. Attack his heart for a bit. I need to.
You have been challenged. Fight for your freedom.
Yeah, I think that does indeed restart it, Degree. I was hoping it would leave us right and just let me carry on from the book. Yeah, no, I couldn't remember if it did or not.
It's all or nothing now. Good luck. It's do or die time now.
Basically, jump his attacks and avoid the. Yeah, apologies for that, folks. Since I played this, didn't realise it did that.
Oh no! Oh no!
No, I don't remember it actually resetting it, obviously it did. Oh yes, I saw. There's still quite a few weapons. I've got a vast majority of weapons. I need to actually dig out how to unlock the remaining ones. It's in the original mode, isn't it? Yeah, you get the... I think the gold and stuff applied in this mode. Grab those two. I'm actually going to avoid going. Strangely, the spikes don't do that much damage a lot of the time. Ah, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't want to go super. Never mind. Mel actually has quite a few unique moves, which is quite interesting about her.
You've reached the last battle. Now show no mercy.
Stay away from me. I'm going to start throwing the super up. Okay, you grab that stone. soon as I go down, you grab the stones that I dropped to go.
Oh no!
And then I'll grab. You stay there. I'll grab the stones so that I can get an attack in. Yeah, avoid getting when I'm using supers. Avoid getting near me because I'll be damaging.
Oh no! Powerful!
Yeah, basically do that one close to the rise up.
Powerful!
Yeah, Capcom did used to like this. Yeah, it is very reminiscent. Well, Capcom did a lot of games where they had the bosses that would be. Come on, let's go for it. We can get him. Yes. KO. Knockout. Oh, grab the coins. Grab the coins. You can't actually grab the coins he drops at the end. So we do have a 1cc, 1 credit clear as Pride coming in the next few days. So if you're looking for that, please do keep an eye out for that. Well, that'll be out tomorrow, Saturday. So yeah, we have a long play coming tomorrow. So I've done a separate video as Pride, the other secret characters. So we've got Mel. Oh, just like the credit music and everything roll.
Game over. Without warning, a dark cloud fills the sky, and then a huge shadow blankets the entire room with roaring that shakes the entire planet. Suddenly, a mysterious...
Okay, so we're going to jump into
nowhere. In the blink of an eye, the Power Stone...
into some of the original mode now. So Power Stone 2, the original arcade, so the arcade version and Dreamcast version I think were released almost parallel, so... Oh yeah, there's the original items mode where you look for items, which is basically arcade mode, but you get items. So let's do original mode. Now, we've got... Let's be com, yeah, so we want com. Pick your character, player select, random select. Who did you want to be, Dragoon? Many of Capcom's older games are ripe for, you know, re-releases on Xbox Live Start. Extra stage 1, yep. So we had actually unlocked. These are all the bonuses. So we have. We've got the desert area. We've got blue sky. We've got the tomb area. There's the alien area as well. Space station. Let's do extra stage 1 to begin with. I'm trying to remember what the extra stages were actually. Was one the shop? Yeah, I thought it was. Oh, yeah, one's actually the shop.
Let the battle begin.
No, this is actually from Power Stone 2. I've got the Power Stone 2 artwork up there.
Oh no!
I think stage 3, one of them's the boss, so... Yeah, it would have been nicer. No, it's just so hectic at times, isn't it? It's just like, what is going on? Double the fact that certain characters are vastly superior to others as well. No, I think I just brought back Meh. I definitely remember some of the characters are definitely better than others. Most of these fighting games, a lot of the characters are better than others. That super is well over the top. I think he's got the most brutal supers, Wayne. Better could do random select, but let's do the extra stages first. Just to show off the hidden extras in game. Now this stage I do not remember. Actually, I might just set my character selection to random select. And the stages, so that way I think in theory. Yeah, I do like the announcer and everything, it's really nice. Forgotten about some of these stages. Oh yes, the 10-ton hammer. I mean, Power Stone 2, I think, is one of those iconic Dreamcast games I mentioned earlier. It is a really well polished together title. Capcom were really showing what they were doing, and this is sort of experience of developers from the 80s. After this, they sort of Capcom staff all started going, and I think because various projects went wrong, they started making games bigger and bigger. All in all, I think Capcom, this is probably the end of Capcom's golden era. And after this, things just went from bad to worse. These days, Capcom do look a bit of a shell of their former selves. Not as bad as Konami, but it's still... You look at Capcom and think, where did they go? So many great franchises yet, and they haven't been able to sequel them in the modern age. Not even with smaller arcade style games, just to get people... Yeah, but games like Breath of Fire, I mean, you haven't seen a re-release. I mean, they could easily do a Breath of Fire collection. It's just you and me, Dragoon.
Oh no!
I'll be having that, thank you. Yeah, once you get the super attacks, it just demolishes the opponents. Basically, they were definitely nerfed a bit in this, because in the original Power Stone, whoever got the gems would just destroy it. I'm actually going to set myself to random. I don't know if you want to do that, Dragoon. We'll just see who we get from now on in. Nope, don't want to do that. Okay, and let's pick. I think stage 3 is the. I think it's the boss's stage. Weirdly, I think it's the final boss's stage. Okay. I thought the final boss's stage was actually available. Looking at it.
Let the battle begin. Go! Oh no!
Yeah, I'm Wang Tang this time. It's a really crazy over the top game. The thing is, this was probably I mean, it's an absolutely crazy game, Power Stone. It is really sort of, I mean, it wasn't, I mean, so Smash Bros was done before it, but it's still a game that I feel is vastly superior to Smash Bros. Is a game that's not really, was never really a serious fighter, so that was not Power Stone, but this is just a great sense of fun about it. And you do miss that a lot with now a lot of games. A lot of them just don't have the sense of fun and just utter random creativity you had in some of these games. There's such a great array of weapons as well. And the follow-up games Spawn and Heavy Metal Gear Matrix are very good as well. Absolutely, yeah. There were a few games where some of the secrets to unlock were absolutely brutal. Spawn in the Demon's Hand is one of them. Some of the galleries required you obtain incredibly rare items that had like 1 in 100 drops or something. So and only from certain chests, so you'd be doing it over and over and over again. I think we'd every gallery bar one now, and we still hadn't got it. Is it the spawn icon one? Yeah, I also like the way they did the announcers. There's definitely this era of Capcom games is just absolute gems.
By-on to victory. Action.
Knockout!
Victory!
Should we go for random select on the stage? Okay. Start with the desert area.
We did the desert area though. I'm thinking more the Shinzu Palace.
We can do that next.
Because we haven't had a
Shame you couldn't play as the bosses in this. That would have been quite a fun little mode.
Let the battle begin. Go!
So we've got Pride and Mel as our opponents. I'm Julia. You see Mel is based on Julia, but with a few changes.
literally have turned into the Marvel.
Yeah, I didn't realise. Yeah, Gunrock really does look like Marvel. The thing from the Fantastic Four.
Right, you would tell the opponent in 4v4 match. You give them your health, so you are then at risk. The characters are crazy as well.
Yeah, the fact she just basically the attacks are just so over the top and bonkers. It's just crazy. Well, yeah. Or in this case, yeah, her attacks, Julia attacks would. If we hit continue, is that rant? Okay, that's the same stage. Okay, I'll change it to. I want to keep the random select going, so we'll keep with the random fights.
Let the battle begin. Go!
We haven't done Dark Castle Arena.
What's going on here? I have a very bad feeling about this place. You'd better stay alert.
What happens when you have a combat zone?
Let the battle begin. Go!
What happened? Why was that
You
something?
and I both selected click the com.
Ow. Let's change that, yeah. Well, at least you can basically watch a random battle as well. That was me and Dragoon making a few button mistakes there.
What's going on here? I have a very bad feeling about this place. You'd better stay alert.
So we've got Rogue and Julia, Falcon and Pride. So almost the same lineup as before, actually.
Let the battle begin. Go!
There were actually, in total, there were 6 characters added to Power Stone 2. The original game, I think, was a bit lacking. There were only 10 characters. Yes, I am literally attacking Pride with a Kipper. Or a Frozen Tuna. Frozen Tuna or Frozen Kipper, one of the two. Might be. One game on the Dreamcast we've yet to cover on the channel, I should do. Dynamite Cop as well. I did cover, but not that much. I thought maybe we should actually do... I might stream Dynamite Cop next week, although I am thinking I might take a break from streaming to concentrate on some video work in the near future. It also benefits the channel, sadly. Streams do not do well in terms of... Yeah, it's really, really bad for this section. It's been such a long time since I played this that when I actually did play it, I've forgotten what such a good game this was. And it's just embarrassing how bad Capcom have become in recent years. I mean, the new Resident Evil looks a pale shape of the new Capcom, of the old school Capcom. Apparently Resident Evil Village can be finished in about 5 hours, and this is a game that would take you more than 5 hours to unlock everything.
Most Resident Evil games can be finished in 5 hours.
Yeah, I mean, most of you normally beat in about 3.
Oh no!
I think one of the issues, the stages with this game is so bonkers. Often you would never see all the elements of them. Yeah.
A little annoying.
This is a great party game as well. I mean, that was one of the things for Dreamcast. I mean, I know the N64 had it, and you miss it now. I suppose. Well, I suppose.
You don't get as much now, but I mean, a lot of games don't have local co-op now, do they?
No, they don't. Which is a huge two-mer. We didn't do the two-merring, did we?
What's going on here? You'd better watch out for traps.
Let the battle begin.
As always, appreciate the likes, everyone who's been liking the stream. Thank you very much. And as always, if you do want to chat, please do consider just leaving a message. Yeah, I think there's actually a lot of nods to quite a few of their games with this, isn't there? Surprised actually how loud it is. The volume of this game is incredibly loud. Look, I've turned it down quite a bit as well. All the attacks and everything. Oh, here we go with the floor. Here we go with the floor. Don't want... Yeah, Indiana Jones. Or the Indiana Jones thing. But yeah, probably if you hum it enough. If you hum it well enough, you probably would recognise. Yeah, the other black hole as well. But wow, that meat absolutely heals a load of your health. Literally, I literally healed back up to full health actually.
Yeah, I think the players that didn't make it fall in.
Yeah, there's some just hilarious touch with this. It's such a superior game to the first one in pretty much terms of design and everything. I know some people may prefer the one-on-one original, but for me this is just the better game all round in every way. I seem to be getting Axel a lot at the minute, or Cell I think. The two... 777. They were quite keen the Dreamcast could do transparencies, that was for sure. I think perhaps because everyone kept railing on the Sega Saturn. Yeah, it is. I think this is one of the issues with the game. You can literally lose where you are and where the enemies are. Especially when you get those flying whacks where you get sent absolutely skirting miles. So yep, I'm using my special ability to absolutely cane up the other players there. It is quite crazy at times. It is a very, very crazy game. Oh no, I don't want to set myself to com. I've got to press start at that point. Just take a quick break, guys, before we start the next battle.
aquatic adventure. Don't forget to take advantage of those
お
subs.
う久しぶりじゃな。いつでも OK だよ。準備 OK？
行くよ
Let the battle begin. Go! Knockout!
俺の強さも本物だな。覚悟はいいか。さあどっからでも来な。
Let the battle begin. Go!
もらっとこう。
Okay, yep, this is the bonus. So basically the bonus boss stages are only available if you you need to beat the game with 9 characters, and then you can select them, but only if you have 2 players. So the Pharaoh Walker you saw there's actually quite an easy boss fight. It's not that hard. But the main boss is pretty... I think he's quite a bit more trickier as well. So let's go to change character again, just hit start, and let's do the Chaos Arena. I assume we're going to do the Chaos Arena from the start. This is the lead up to the final boss. It's like Dr. Eastburn, his name is.
It's do or die time now. Destroy the monster and get out of the castle.
やってやるぜ。
Let the battle begin. Go!
Actually, one of the wizards, you can apparently double jump on top of the poles. Yeah. So if you don't want to bother fighting these guys, you can double jump.
Oh no!
Basically jump onto the railings, then jump back onto the pole. And do like a double jump. A little bit difficult to do, but you're just walking on top of their head. So yeah, we can just... This is a little whiz you can do to avoid damage. Because of course the enemies get auto-killed by the wall after a set point. So like there, we can do that. Yeah, but first you don't... Cheat, yeah, if first you don't succeed, cheat. Yeah, you can do it as the first and the third area in this fight. Oh, minigun, want the minigun. Oh, shit, lost that. Apologies for my slightly, well, mild language there. Yeah, they basically dropped the triple way shotgun and the ice staff was really good. Grab the apple if you want some health there, Dragoon. There are actually 14 characters in this one, so it's quite an extensive game. I got hit by the blast. You have to watch his... Yeah, you've got to do enough damage to his head to cause his heart to appear.
Literally just jumping and kicking him.
Yeah, that's actually one of the best ways to do it. Because I don't think his swipe attacks can get you if you... They get you if you're sort of in the middle and stuff, but...
Long range, yeah.
We haven't actually got to the top of the space station. Should we aim to try and get to the top?
Alright, roundabout.
These were some rather cool music when you got to the top.
Elevator, or else you'll be sorry.
よろしくお願いしますかかってきなって
Let the battle begin. Go!
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! How painful! Powerful! Powerful!
Okay, oops a daisy, we just realised we set the AI to the player, so we'll just to finish off the other players. These gives us a chance to show you the rather cool alien section at the top of this stage, which is actually really difficult to get to normally. Go, go, go! Yep, that's my dog. You get some really, there are some really cool items in this, like the dogs and stuff, and we haven't actually got everything.
I don't believe this! It's an alien!
That's not at all inspired by the film.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's so rare to get to the top as well. I'm surprised this wasn't a separate boss actually. It's taking a ton of damage, isn't it? I'm starting some interesting things at the top of it yet. We inadvertently changed it. So we're going to jump into arcade mode again and do one last run on the game. Okay, let's do ABC start. That'll probably sing us out.
Welcome to the Power Stone world.
It's a really nice little arcade game. So you've got original mode, so play. Oh yeah, that's the team battle. Adventure mode, single, the item shop.
Can't you not do the original mode in the arcade mode?
No, the original mode lets you pick the sort of two players.
No, with the VMUs to pick up.
These are all the extra options you can unlock as well. You have got a sound test, BMG, characters' voices.
More recent Capcom games would have sold you
These as DLC, yeah. This is back when they actually kept Capcom's X Stage 3, 1, item book, item mixing, failure, success, item shop 1, star throw, ending themes. Pharaoh, Walker, Station, Iceberg 2. Actually, most of the stages have multiple. Yeah, most of the stages have multiple musics actually. So, yeah, these days you would expect to buy the soundtrack. Let's do another run on arcade mode.
Fight for your freedom. Escape from the castle.
And go Falcon.
A solid beginning may lead to a
Yeah, it's a shame they didn't do Power Stone 3. It would be nice to see it.
What's
I'm not actually sure how well these sold on Dreamcast. I think one of the problems with
Better stay alert.
a lot of the things with the Dreamcast titles is a lot of them didn't sell well because the Dreamcast was on its sort of deathbed. So doing okay, yeah. I mean, it was doing okay in the West. I know it was a bit of a failure in Japan. It was never that successful in Japan. It was widely seen as a bit of a disaster in Japan. That was why Sega Japan pretty much killed it off, because it did not do the sat numbers. Hi 8-bit SNK boy, thanks for joining the stream. Yeah, I remember you saying the other night you weren't a fan of Power Stone 2. I suppose this is more a sort of party arena versus fighter rather than a true one-on-one fighter. Yeah, I mean it's quite a bit different. The original game I wouldn't say is that good a fighter anyway, so I was never that much of a fan of the original game. The fighting combat is a bit broken in the original game. The AI in single player is dreadful as well, because if you just pay attention to the original game, all the AI does is race for the power stones. As soon as one of you takes a hit and drops a power stone, the AI just runs for it, and that's a big issue because it just means that's all the AI does. It's a really big problematic issue with the first game. It should literally have been, as I said in my original text, and we did a video on the original Power Stone a long time ago, I dubbed it Race for the Power Stones because the original game... Oh. Thank you, very much appreciated. But yeah, no, not every... It's weird, some people I think dislike streams because literally they dislike the game we're streaming, but the aim is not to dislike the game we're streaming, it's to dislike if you dislike the stream. So thank you very much 8-bit SNK boy, appreciate the like. You're actually the first person in chat tonight, so I don't know what it is, but these fight nights, we did one the other night as well, they've been quite quiet sadly, so I suspect they'll be getting a break again. The other thing is I'm probably going to give streaming a break in the not too distant future to concentrate on other videos. Streaming also at the minute at present there is an issue on YouTube where streaming does not actually help your channel stat wise, sadly. Yeah, that attack from Falcon is absolutely brutal. Sort of 3-way rush.
He's a Wang Tang, the power of God.
Yeah, that is just insane, some of those attacks. What do you want? The 2?
Yeah, let's go.
For me, this was just slightly bit. I just kind of was a bit fed up with one-on-one beat 'em ups when this came out, and this is.
What's going on here? You'd better watch out for traps.
Yeah, the original game isn't hard. The AI is frustrating because it goes for the stones all the time, and once it gets the stones, you just take a ton of damage. So you just got to know when to counter it. This one, the AI is actually much better. I think Capcom realised Power Stone didn't quite work as a one-on-one game. I think, to To be honest, I think it probably would have been better if it was 3-on-3, a sort of 6-way fight. They toned down a lot of the items in the later games as well. In the early games, some of the later games were absolutely brutal. Yeah, we should definitely give Spawn and the Demon Hands some love at some point. Getting the power, yeah, and Heavy Metal Geomatrix is the 4. I mean, there's technically 4 games in this series. The Spawn in the Demon Hand, you built upon the Power Stone engine, and actually Spawn in the Demon Hand is a really, really, really good game. And I think I really wish more people talked about it because it's probably one of Capcom's best Dreamcast games. It really is a fantastic game. It's actually much better in terms of what you get in it content-wise. It's much better than Power Stone 2 because I remember we got it. It's like cheap, didn't it? And it was like, this is really yeah, it's like really, really good. Yeah, I think the first, you're probably right there, the fact, because this one's just got crazier stages, so I think a lot of people, yeah, I need to watch my health. I think, I prefer this one. I think this one's probably the tighter game because the AI's just improved and everything, but I appreciate some people. You have to help me now, Dragoon. He's going to be the problem. Oh, we both went down. Yeah, this stage we got hit by the tricks, didn't we? The traps. And then I got wiped out in one hit as well, so yeah.
Fight for your freedom. Escape from the castle.
Yeah, I wouldn't say, yeah, thinking about it, I wouldn't necessarily say the first game's actually that much tighter. I think it's a little bit of a mixed bag. I think if you want a pure 1v1, I think the thing with this one is the stages are quite elaborate, and I really like them, but I know some fighting fans may not, because there's a lot of ways you can take damage that's from the stage rather than an opponent, which I think will annoy a lot of people on it's sort of a lot of the hardcore fighting fans. Yeah, there's quite a lot of health drops, and you can drastically get, I mean, it really can change how the fight's going. There's a couple of stages where you can get, you can literally, like that one stage earlier, I literally got my whole health back. That literally means you dropped a power stone and people, oh no! Okay, you're up, Wang Tang. The thing, your super form just does. Yeah, yeah, she's taking an absolute beating. Oh.
His health is death by COD. Literally death by COD.
COD?
Death of the fish.
Oh, he caught fish.
The chase
He's
is
on the
on.
countdown. Yeah, you probably can beat her. And she's down. She is down.
Victory! This ancient foe has arisen to fight.
Hey, don't go soft now. Your journey has only just begun.
What I really liked about this one was the boss fights they were about to do. So this is the Pharaoh boss fight. As you've seen before, it's actually, once you know what you're doing, it's quite an easy fight. You can actually jump on it and do a load of damage on the tail and stuff, but the easy thing is to just literally damage the legs. Yeah, you can apparently if you hit the tail gunner, you can do a lot of damage to it. Or it's actually harder to jump on it than you think. Just got actually clobbered off by that laser. Yeah, you've also got to watch that you don't hit each other as well. That laser absolutely destroys your health. Oh, watch, he's going to spin. And jump. Yeah, watch the ult. Okay, we've recovered quite a bit. I think I kind of prefer this because this is much more a team battler. I appreciate some people maybe, I said, prefer. Get back up there, Dragoon. Oh, yeah, we got him.
Jump kick to it. Just finish him off.
Yeah, I think the quote is the sky is falling down. I do like these. I always really like these intermission stages, like a sort of. I mean, as I said, it is a very different game to the original. This game only has a set number of fights, whereas the original has like the full roster. As always, thanks for everyone on stream. If you do enjoy our content here at Randomised Gaming, please do consider hitting that subscribe button, and please do consider hitting that like button as well. Apologies, you can only chat if you've been a subscriber for at least a minute, but you can always unsubscribe at the end of the video if you don't want to stay subscribed, but it's just to avoid spam messages, because you do get quite a lot on YouTube these days, just random people posting links and other content that we don't really want. But if you want to chat, even if it's just for this video and you want to unsub, please do. Just subscribe. It's only a minute subscription, so. The turret's quite good. I always quite like the gun turrets. They're quite good fun. She's really. Yeah, this one's. Sometimes you get that though. You hit them and they just don't seem to take any damage, whereas you take all the damage. I think in this case we've just not been hitting them that well. They've been in the gun turrets as well. Trust me, so the gun turrets do a lot of damage. Get the bananas and stuff in this one to store health. So you want basically you want to get the umbrellas, and you want to keep the umbrellas for when. Oh,
that's gotta hurt.
Could be painful landing for me and Dragoon there. So you want to avoid them getting in the tank, so you take control of the tank. Is some of the items that you get are just absolutely crazy. You want to avoid letting the AI get to them. Yeah, so the tank here is just absolutely merciless. I can even suppress his heavier form. I suppose that was one of the things with the original Power Stone. You didn't get some of the additional items that you do in this one that can absolutely, basically, some of like the tanks and stuff and the power-ups that you do drop in-game. Although they're awesomely cool, they do heavily weight the battle in the player who has control of them's favour. You stay away from the Dragoon. You revived our down villain. Oh, that's the thing, I don't get to revive you either.
Victory!
Yeah.
Do I have to continue? Can you continue at this point? Oh,
You've made it to the final battle. It's all or nothing now. Good luck. It's do or die time now.
You have been challenged. Fight for your freedom. Escape from the castle.
You've made it to the final battle. It's all or nothing now.
yeah, that I would agree with 8-bit SNK boy. The sequel does have an element of luck with what's going on in the stages.
Do or die time.
And certainly the random drops you can get as you unlock stuff in the game. A lot of these items you're seeing are actually unlockable, not available from the start. And they skew it. I mean, the original had that same issue, but the sequel even more so because there's so many more items. It's worth noting the only other re-releases on the PSP, and as I mentioned earlier, on the PSP version actually has 2 additional characters for Power Stone 2, as they added in the original the 2 boss characters, Kraken and Vulgus, from the original game into Power Stone 2. They weren't originally playable in Power Stone 2, so it makes Power Stone 2 have 16 players. So the PSP version, despite me not wanting to admit it, is definitely superior content-wise to the Dreamcast version. Although I don't think they did the reverse. I don't think they added in the other characters into Power Stone 1. But I do need to double check that. I may have done. I need to check that. I think definitely the PSP version is the version to go for if you wanted to play Power Stone now. Yeah, the Dreamcast versions are nice on VGA, and just saying here it does look great, but just watch yourself, Dragoon. The problem with this, that attack is just totally random where it goes, so you might want to grab that stone so you get your attack ready for when we do the next bit. Yeah, I think the problem with the PSP version is the fact that, like with a lot of games, the full basically it doesn't have a full screen mode, and if you do put it on, you need to then scale it upwards for full screen. Actually, we could do that via the open source scan converter later, Dragoon. So if you fancy having a look on Power Stone 2 on, because that would be widescreen as well. Yeah, the new tape monitor we'll be trying out later, so that might be interesting for actually recording tape runs.
You've reached the last
This boss is actually just very crazy, so this boss is more element of like the older Capcom games where they used to have giant hands, which was a common feature for a lot of games on like the NES and SNES era. Oh, did that get hot? Yeah. Yeah, your attacks, you get those stones again, Dragoon. Your attacks as Wang Tang are just ruthless. Just make sure you don't get munched on. Some of the characters really do have advantages over the others, I will admit. That's definitely an issue. Yeah, no, I gathered you thought the... Yeah, I gathered that 8-bit SNK boy. There's only the Dreamcast and the PSP versions of Power Stone 2. Sadly, it would be nice if they did a proper update to Power Stone 2, but I just can't see that happening with Sega in their current form. so concentrate on it. And try and keep you alive, Dragoon, as long as... Oh, he's got the one, sorry. Just don't avoid the centre. Oh. You can literally do. Just beat him, Dragoon. Don't worry about me. Yes. Please wait. That's the second time we've cleared arcade mode in this fight night. What annoys me is the fact that the scoreboard basically only rewards players that continue in the arcade mode. So that's quite. Your earliest scores will always be much higher than your 1 credit clears, annoyingly. So. It's out, it's all broken, yeah.
Barely looks like it's seaworthy. The light aircraft have such a terrible safety record.
Yeah, well, they've stolen the power gem at the end, so they got one of them. Obviously, that's how they keep it. There's literally the planes barely flying. It's quite funny, the ending. I must admit, I think a large number of the people...
Wasn't this online for the...
Japanese version? I can't remember. It might have been. The online mode got stripped out of a lot of the European Dreamcast games, which was a big mistake, I think.
Yeah, because all it needs to do was like peer-to-peer networking.
Yeah, I don't know why Sega did not do peer-to-peer for a lot of their games. Yeah, no, I think I paid about 15 quid for Power Stone 2 on PSP. I got it brand new many years ago, so back when they were selling off PSP games, so definitely one to grab if you can.
Okay, I'm going to finish there.
So Dragoon's going to finish, but I will stay on for a little bit if people want to chat away.
Welcome to the Power Stone world.
I'll actually jump into original mode. Or adventure mode, which is like a single player, so you've got the item shop as well. And here's where you mix, so I should show you the item book. I never actually got every item, there's tons of items in this. Yeah, there's at least 100. I think there's more than 108. I think there's some of them were like really secret. There's a couple of very special items you can only get on certain stages for like one-off uses. Yeah, Dr. Erode fight and the easier Pharaoh Walker. Get my stew. I mean, I definitely don't have everything. I remember it's a really grindy to actually get everything in game, so 99 essences. So I appreciate everyone watching me. Yeah, so you got the fitting rooms. Yeah, I must admit, I've pretty much got every PSP PAL game I think I'm after. It's more sort of Western stuff, more Japanese and American stuff I'm after, because there was quite a lot of... there were a lot of the items you can actually use in this for appearances, so you can customise your characters as well, which is quite a nice touch.
Fight for your freedom. Escape from the castle.
Let's pick a character. Who do I like? Let's do Rogue. Rouge in adventure mode. This is basically where you collect the items. This is basically arcade mode. The only difference is that I seem to remember it basically saves which items you pick up at the end. So
A solid beginning may lead to a perfect ending. Go for it.
in fact, seeing as Dragoon's gone, I'm going to stick on the headphones. So
What's going on here? You'd better watch out for traps.
楽しませてあげる
this is one-on-one combat as well, adventure mode.
Battle begin. Go!
Just going to pause it a second there, just while I get set up, everyone. Yeah, still not that cheap. I grabbed, I actually got, I've got most of the Japanese shooters. There wasn't a huge number of PSP Japanese shooters, but I recently grabbed Sapphire and the Hudson Soft collection for Star Soldier. I mean, they weren't exactly cheap, but they're definitely quite a lot cheaper than the Japanese Saturn stuff at the minute. There's a few Japanese Saturn games that are ish cheap, but a lot of them are getting ridiculously expensive for no reason other than I think it's basically eBay, what I describe as eBay greed. What a good idea is to check Yahoo auctions, because often you'll find stuff is a lot cheaper on Yahoo auctions than it is on. I gauged my prices on what Yahoo auctions in Japan selling games at, because often Western sellers are trying to make double the prices. Also, you have to be careful. A lot of foreign sellers, like Portuguese ones, they can buy it really cheap in Portugal and then try and sell it for loads of money on English eBay, because they make more money on English eBay, but they're still really cheap to buy in places like Portugal. So that's another thing many people don't realise. But Wang Tang is about to go out.
Victory!
I was recording the items I've used and picked up that are collectible. Basically, that's how adventure mode works here. So if you want to see, I will have a flawless long play coming out as a hidden character Pride later, so that'll be coming out tomorrow. Because that can be 4K as well, so that way we can get a really high bit rate. Sadly, streaming we can't do 4K, and the YouTube bit rate at 1080p is actually not very good.
Let the battle begin. Go!
Oh, we got a card there. Cards are worth... You don't get cards in non-adventure mode either. Yeah, the super attacks in this really do change the fate of the battle, as you'll rapidly learn.
Hey, don't go soft now. Your journey has only just begun. What a massive enemy! But it's not unstoppable. Aim for its head.
楽しませてあげる
Let the battle begin. Go!
これね
Yeah, I definitely got a couple of cards actually. There should have been a few in there. I just missed one just now, I noticed. There are a lot of very crazy items as well, like you see there. Well, do you know what you're doing? This boss is very easy. This boss, it's not random either. You can pretty much push the fate of the battle whichever way you want it. But the second boss, is a lot trickier. Oh, there's a card there. Oh really? It has a super attack now. She was definitely a bit slower at defeating it. It shows you all the items you've unlocked in the game as well. Much like Dungeons and Dragons. So let's give that another shot. Yeah, it goes on quite a way once you start unlocking items.
Game over. Welcome to the Power Stone world.
Let's try adventure mode again.
Fight for your freedom. Escape from the castle.
Yeah, should I pick Rogue yet? No, I'll pick Gunrock this time. Yeah, I got stunned at the worst possible moments that last run.
A solid beginning may lead to a perfect ending. Go for it. Remember, don't miss the elevator, or else you'll be sorry.
Let the battle begin. Go! Powerful! Oh no!
Yeah, I'd agree the time limits are a bit annoying. Especially with the final boss, because he's very random in this.
How painful! Powerful! Powerful! Oh no! Oh no! Knockout!
Yeah, Gunrock's definitely a lot stronger than some of the other opponents. Characters. Oh, I grabbed a card there as well. Unless the AI grabbed it.
You are the champion. Keep it up. An aquatic adventure. Don't forget to take advantage of those subs.
Let the battle begin.
Mel the shopkeeper, who, yeah, as I mentioned earlier, she's not available by default. She is an unlockable character. I miss the days where we used to get lots of bonus content in games like Power Stone. These days you get next to nothing, and it's a real big issue because they obviously want to sell a lot of stuff back as DLC that should be included as games. That's quite cool, that victory celebration.
Hey, don't go soft now. Your journey has only just begun. What a massive enemy! But it's not unstoppable. Aim for its head.
You sure?
Let the battle begin. Go!
Yes, the 1-ton hammer here, that is by far one of the most damaging items in the game. Oh, I dropped it just as I was... Yeah, I mean some games don't have it, but a lot of games these days, I mean a lot of the times Capcom now will sell you back costumes and stuff that should be in the game, and a lot of it's really crap trivia DLC that's not something that... Oh! Ah, I didn't think I was that close to the laser. That was quite a good run up until that point.
Game over.
Okay, that was me failing spectacularly. I'll give it one last shot and then I'm going to wrap up tonight, but that was annoying. I should have done that.
Welcome
I was
to
too close. The laser beam on that thing is absolutely murderous. If you get hit by it, as you saw there, you take an absolute ton of damage. Let's go with Gourmand. And hello to anyone new to the stream. My name is Random Game Riven. I'm the editor of Randomised Gaming, and this is Power Stone 2. The second game in the two, well, technically there's 3 games if you include the collection, which is Power Stone 1 and 2 combined, and includes a few additional features. But Power Stone was largely a Nomi arcade board series.
What's going on here? You'd better watch out for traps.
Primarily, it was primarily developed for the Dreamcast, so that's probably why we haven't ever actually seen ports of it. It's a shame. I really do wish Capcom reissued this. I think it's a good lot of fun. I think it's one of those games that may not have sold as well as it should have done, because the first one was released quite early on in the Dreamcast reign when not many people had it, and the second one came out just before, not long before the... I know the second one was cheap very quickly. That's the one thing I did remember. It got discounted after only a couple of months, so I think... Usually if games got discounted quickly, it meant a lot of people didn't like the original, which I think was the issue. But yeah, I do love the over-the-top attacks. Very reminiscent of Dark's. Oh yeah, no, that's the thing, when you're really powered you can absolutely take them to pieces. I do love the animation. It is fantastic for a lot of the characters. No items.
You are the champion. Keep it up. What's going on here? I have a very bad feeling about this place. You'd better stay alert.
用意はいいですか？
Let the battle begin. Go!
Yeah, I mean, I will agree. A lot of games these days have too much DLC, and games like Dead or Alive 5 and 6 just had insane amounts of just costume DLC, and you're like, well, and it's however priced as well. A lot of this stuff. Oh, yeah, you have to watch the meat. It does restore a lot of health there. Oh, some cards. Yeah, I totally agree, 8-bit. I mean, Nintendo have got really bad for overcharging their fan base with various content, and some of them are really bad for just basically they're punishing their fan base for saying, oh, you got to pay for this now. We used to give this away free. Now you got to pay for it because we don't want to give it to you for free. And basically, it's a sad reflection because it means that the quality of the product has diminished quite exponentially. Certainly in the last generation it really has diminished, and it's a sad reflection on games development and producing it. I don't like to say this, but it's getting to the point where legislators need to step in.
Hey, don't go soft now. Your journey has only just begun. What a massive enemy! But it's not unstoppable. Aim for its head.
Let the battle begin. Go!
Yeah, the hammer item here does a lot of damage. And there he goes, I got him that time. I do like the sort of dragon forms dance, that is cool. That is hilariously funny. All this gold you can use to buy items in Mel's shop, in case you're wondering. And all these items are added to the collection, so basically every time you get items. Yeah, I completely agree on the loot boxes. They need to be removed from games, at least in a capacity where I mean, I'm not entirely against random loot, but they shouldn't have anything less than, say, like a 2% drop rate. So currently FIFA, some of those cards have like 0.00 or something stupid drop rate, which basically means you have to buy hundreds of them, and they also make it so that if you buy them, you have more chance of getting the rarer stuff. That should be all banned. That stuff, basically, if you pay for them, or if you do them naturally, they should not have different drop rates. And even then, there should be like, was it one of them basically had a limit where if you spent X amount, you got everything, which should be the thing, that if you spend so much on a game, you should get everything. The game should not allow whaling, where basically people can spend tens of thousands of pounds on a single game. That should be outright banned. Basically, say after you spend like 200-300 quid, that's your lot. Everything becomes unlockable at that point, and you get everything permanently, indefinitely. But yeah, some of the stuff is really, I just really dislike it. It's just designed to, I mean, that's the term they've actually got, whaling, where you basically just get people to cough up cash, and it's not a nice term, sadly. But basically you say you hook a whale and they can't spend lots of money on your game. Oh, you actually get more. We got more gold as we've got to this battle, so... Okay, here we go with the final stage. I do wish there was an option to have a longer arcade mode, actually. Probably one negative I'd say about this is the arcade mode in Power Stone 2 is very short. Appreciate all the likes and everyone watching on Power Stone 2. I said this is Power Stone 2 on the Sega Dreamcast. I am playing it via Sega Dreamcast. I'm actually hooked up via an open score scan converter. My name is Random Gamer Riven, in case you haven't seen this our content before, and I am the host of the randomised gaming streams. And if you want more Power Stone 2, we do have a full-on long play available tomorrow. That's a 1cc, and that'll be up from 7 o'clock tomorrow. And I will actually look at doing something on Rush Rally Racing. Did you enjoy the Rush Rally Racing Reloaded stream the other night then, 8-bit SNK boy? Oh, I'm getting absolutely hammered there. I have to watch that. Because that one was quite popular, but admittedly I do need to look. I'm going to have to take a look at some of the streams because they are slightly negatively impacting the channel, so I may cut back on them in the near future. Really, you are, as you said, in the lap of the gods with some of the power-ups, so yeah, I'm not going to beat the boss. I've had a really bad run against these guys. Here's sort of the dark power stone.
The last battle. Now show no mercy.
Oh, yeah, that's me getting me. Ooh. Yeah, the final boss is quite villainous with his look. They're definitely giving him a sort of. Oh, that's some health. Ah! God's wallop. Yeah, adventure mode's a bit hard, but I said as you mentioned earlier as well, like there's it's very much a random element trying to beat certain elements of it. What were the special items again? I'm just trying to think what they were in game. Clear time. And it's not a big game to play through. It doesn't take long at all. You see, there's 6 minutes. Oh, I'll give it one last shot and see if I can beat it. I'll play to my strengths. I'll play as Falcon.
Welcome to the...
Just because his super is...
Fight for your freedom. Escape from the castle.
Yeah, the two boss characters are left and right of Wang Tang and Jack from the original game in the PSP version.
A solid beginning may lead to a perfect ending. Go for it. Watch your step. Don't fall off, because it's a long way down from here.
Oh, Falcon v his dad pride.
Let the battle begin. Go! Victory!
You are the champion. Keep it up. An aquatic adventure. Don't forget to take advantage of those subs.
いくよ
Let the battle begin. Go!
Of course, certainly Iceberg Dead Ahead reference is a reference to the Titanic movie.
Victory!
So all the items you pick up get added to your in-game inventory, so you can then use them and merge them. can buy a lot from the Mel's shop as well, so...
Hey, don't go soft now. Your journey has only just begun. What a massive enemy! But it's not unstoppable. Aim for its head.
Let the battle begin. Go!
Ah, oh, damn it. I need to try that again. Give that one last shot. He's standing there with his broken legs. He's going to fall over in a second. I have no idea, 8-bit SNK boy. I haven't rewatched the stream, so you have to rewatch it yourself.
Game over.
So if you want to jump in the stream, by all means, please consider do so. You can chat and comments as well. You do need to be subscribed for a minute in order to join in the chat, but you can always unsubscribe at the end if you don't like our content. Give one last shot. It's quite annoying me now.
Fight for your freedom. Escape from the castle.
Pick a different character. I've got to go just pick different characters.
A solid beginning may lead to a perfect ending. Go for it. What's going on here? You'd better watch out for traps.
Let the battle begin. Go!
Let's see if we get a bit more. So the one thing with adventure mode is everything you unlock will be permanent, so it's basically a great way to get and build items. As you unlock items, they become permanently available. So basically, a lot of the when you initially start in game in Power Stone 2, you do not have a lot of the weapons and items that I'm picking up available. There's a selection, but most of them are locked behind the item cooking session. Yeah, that is a very dark stalkery move where they get sucked inside the sarcophagus. Yeah, the VMU minigames were quite nice. I think they kind of petered out a bit as they were a lot of work and not that many people actually played them. They were a bit annoying as well, I felt. Not least because the batteries of the VMUs ran out quite quickly. It's a shame you couldn't play the VMU minigames via, say, the Dreamcast BIOS, which I think would have eased a lot of the issues with the VMU. So you could have downloaded them and played them via the BIOS. Yeah, some of these items I just got, so it is a bit random. Some are quite rare, so and you need all the various items to mix and match them. I'm probably going to have to resort to looking at a guide list for all the mix and match items, so...
You are the champion. Keep it up. What's going on here? I have a very bad feeling about this place. You better stay alert.
用意はいいですか？
This music reminds me a bit of Soul Calibur, actually, this one.
Go!
いただきます。
Yeah, something like that would have been really nice, actually. It's just making me think about it. Yeah, that would have been a good way to play it. Because the problem is that you have to have the batteries, and the VMUs gobble up the batteries just so ridiculously fast. I think it was actually an issue with the VMUs. They had incorrect battery usage, because they shouldn't have needed the amount of battery they did. So I think they obviously designed them poorly. Because they'd literally last you about a month and then you'd need replacing them, and they became infamous for the short battery life. I mean, they used one of the standard lithium batteries and they needed two. So that meant singly they'd only lasted about 10 days or something silly. Right, let's see if we can get the boss this time.
Hey, don't go soft now. Your journey has only
Yeah,
just begun.
some of them are actually more complex than you think. Some are quite simple. The Godzilla one and the Zombie Revenge one for like proper building your character up mini games. So the Power Stone mini games were very simplistic ones. There are a couple of really good ones though. I remember enjoying some of them quite heavily. Some I didn't enjoy playing, but yeah, it was a mix. But yeah, some of them had quite like RPG elements and stuff. So some were actually quite. But I think the problem with a lot of the VMU games was they took up an awful lot of space, which was an issue with the VMUs. VMUs just had next to no memory, and that became a real problem later on. Yeah, you really got to watch that laser. One hit from it and you literally lose your whole health bar. Gotcha, yeah. There are some really good BMU games, so yeah, I must admit, they were a mixed bag, and I think towards the end, I can't remember, there was quite a long period towards the end where you just got no games that had BMU support, BMU sort of mini game, because I think they were just too much work to do, which is the issue.
Your skills are unmatched. The end is almost at hand. Never give up.
And we'll have full-on long play. We've done arcade mode a couple times, but we've got 1cc coming up on the weekend. I know a lot of people do like their 1080p. I will be doing Rush Rally Race. I will be trying to get in a long play of Rush Rally Racing as well. Reloaded. No, you stay away from the sushi. I don't want you getting health back. So we can get her out before the ship explodes. Yes! The ship is still in one piece, so next stage. Here we go with the final boss again. Let's give it another whirl.
You've made it to the final battle. It's all or nothing now. Good luck. It's do or die time now. Destroy the monster and get out of the castle. Let the battle begin. Go! Powerful!
Thank you, 8-bit SNK boy. Ooh. Not a great run at the enemies, but
You've reached the last battle. Now show no mercy.
not having a lucky day today. Never mind. I got lucky when I beat him in the one long play. Had a better run at the start there, so yeah. But I think that's a good enough run. I've got plenty of items though, so. And these we can all use to build new items. Once you know what you're doing, it's just a case of working out what items you need to build, what items, and which items you don't have, and which items you do have. And the items is a bit random. What some items are quite rare, some items aren't. So it's you've got to keep that in mind. I don't think the items. Yeah, I don't think you keep the items that you'd lose on the last state. You basically have to win it to get the items.
Game over.
But okay, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. So thank you to 8-Bit and K-Boy, and thank you to anyone else on stream. I think we've got a couple of lurkers on stream tonight, so thank you guys for staying with me all stream. Very much appreciated. I don't know who you are, lurkers, but thank you for staying. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here now. This is it for the randomised gaming stream tonight. I will start another fresh streams next week. It's been good fun playing Panzer 2. It really is a good game. I do really enjoy it. As I said, there's a wealth of extra options to unlock, so I'll just play you out while I'm just doing the lines. What's the sound test? Let's do BMG, which... Yeah, I gathered you weren't around much. That's okay. You can, as long as you're on stream, doesn't matter. It's a solid. For me, it's actually a very good title. So, but I appreciate not everyone likes. But for me, I just think it's a much better game than the original. And Power Stone 2 for me is definitely the pinnacle of the series. I think the original was a bit. I mean, I think Capcom even sort of acknowledged the original was a bit lackluster because they went for such a different direction over the first. And I think there was a general feedback from the arcade players that it was a bit. The original game was a bit limited. Whereas this really adds in. But I do think they could have done more stages. I think this one's a bit short on some content. The arcade mode is quite short. And sadly, we didn't see a Power Stone 3. But thank you all for watching. So I wish you a good weekend, or a good night, a good evening, good morning, or a good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. So I hope you all have a good, weekend. I've been Random Gamer Riven, the editor of Randomised Gaming. As always, please do, if you enjoy our streams, please do consider hitting that like button, and please do subscribe to the channel. Hell, you can even do a super chat or anything and kindly donate, and any proceeds go towards supporting the channel if you want to, but I'll leave that entirely up to you. But in the meantime, that's it from me this weekend. I'll be back next week doing another stream, although I don't know how much more I'm going to stream at the minute. I might take a break off to concentrate on some other non-stream videos, which I think we need to do to help sort of boost a few things. Because I think the streams tend to have quite a limited play times, so they don't do that well historically, and we only get we get a sort of nice number of people, but not really enough compared to sort of standard videos, which tend to generally do better. But I'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'll let Blue Sky Area play us out. But thank you all for watching in the meantime. I'll see you all very soon. And have a good weekend, everyone. I'm your host for this randomised gaming stream, Random Gamer Riven. And with me has been Random Gamer Dragoon for some of the Fight Night. And I'll be back next week, as always. And we'll have some more videos as well, not just streams. But in the meantime, have a good weekend, everyone. See you soon.